Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Nina and I do videos on motherhood and lifestyle content. And if you have been following along, you guys know that I have been taking some time to declutter and organize spaces in my house. And I am going to be continuing that today with going through and decluttering and finding some sort of system for our toys. So as you can see, I have a bunch of toys that are living in our living room right now, as well as in each of my kids' rooms, and I just feel like the toys have gotten out of control of taking over our house. I don't mind that toys are out. I am a big fan of the idea that, you know, your kids live in your house too. It's okay if it looks like your kids live there. There's gonna be, you know, baby items and toys here and there. But I feel like it's just gotten out of control at this point where there are toys in every nook and cranny of our house, under every curtain, behind every blind, under every bed, every couch. It's like they are just everywhere. And I think it's because we have so many. So it's just natural that they end up everywhere. And I think one of the main reasons that I've kept so many toys is because there are a lot of long days where we are home all day with the kids, and so I feel like I'm scared to get rid of the toys because I don't want them to run out of things to entertain themselves with. And they do play with a lot of toys, especially my toddler right now. He's at a great age where he's really starting to like really play with toys, like use his imagination and kind of like put them all together and line up all his toys, and he'll go through and play with a lot of different toys throughout the day. But it's also been very hard to maintain a space that feels clean and a space that doesn't feel cluttered, because there's just stuff everywhere when it comes to the toys at the end of the day. When the house feels too cluttered, it honestly makes me start to feel anxious and overwhelmed. So I know that I just need to minimize the amount of items that we have. I went ahead and put everything back out because I want to go through it, and I want to put stuff in a donate pile, a giveaway pile, maybe trash a few things that are broken and we don't need to keep anymore. And I'm going to try to do my best to let go. I feel like toys can also hold a sentimental value because I feel like I remember different stages and different ways that my kid has played with each toy. I feel like it's hard to get rid of, kind of like clothes sometimes, but I know it's time to let go. I know that I have a lot of things that we don't need, and even some of the toys that our kids play with, like we just don't need 100 toys. We don't, nobody needs 100 toys. So I'm gonna go through and start decluttering, and I'm gonna try and come up with some better system of organization so it's not so overwhelming and there's not always a billion toys out. I'm gonna start with this pile here in the living room, and then I'll work my way to the bedrooms. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, you guys. There's just like tons of toys in every section of the house. It just feels endless, and I've been using these baskets to kind of like collect the toys at the end of the day, which has been great with kind of having a place to put them in, but it's just too much. Like this should only have a few things in it at the end of the day. It shouldn't have 50 toys that I'm collecting and constantly picking up things. So let's go through and figure out what I'm keeping and what we need and what we don't. I grabbed this empty bin just so I can start storing things in here that I'm going to donate, and then once it gets full, I'll dump it in a bigger box in the garage and just kind of refill it from there. This is a little cubicle that my 6-month-old still loves and plays with every day. It's nice because there's like different sides and little parts that they can chew on it. White Bean McQueen is a favorite. I'm not getting rid of anything that's a favorite right now. I love toys that are, I feel like there's a word for it, but it's basically like human adults things but in kid form. So like we have a cutting board with vegetables, there's tools that he uses and kind of copies what he sees my husband doing in the garage and with construction and stuff. So I love those kind of toys because I feel like it's almost teaching them like life skills and good fine motor skills. I definitely keep like those type of things. He has a little toolbox somewhere I have to find. I'm gonna put it all together. But anything that's like loose, random little toys are mostly things that I'm getting rid of. I think they're the hardest to clean because they end up in just like little pieces all around the house. I'm gonna make a pile also of stuffed animals because I know we have too many, so I'm just gonna collect them, put them all together, and then pick out the ones that I know the kids love the most. Yes, baby. As you can see, I'm doing this with the kids awake, so you'll kind of hear them too. I'm not doing anything in secret. I'm not trying to like hide and stuff all the toys away while he's not looking. Yeah, I feel like that would be rude, and I'm trying to be respectful because I wouldn't want someone going through my stuff and just throwing it all away without telling me. So I am kind of just talking him through it too and having conversations about donating and keeping our space clean and giving to friends, and that conversation as we go. Jaden, do you like this car? Yeah. Do you like this car? No. No? Okay. You like that one better? Okay. Thank you for your input. I'm doing the same with books as I am with stuffed animals. I'm just going to make a giant pile of all the books we have, and then I'll go through and pick out the ones that they like reading the most, or the ones like I'm going to use for different seasons, and I'll probably put in a book rotation. To the bedroom, and I'm gonna kind of just pull out toys that are all over this room right now and figure out which items we use the most, which items we want to keep and give away. I think that's been helping me with this toy declutter is doing some research recently on independent play and what helps foster independent play. And I know that like the less toys that they have, it actually helps them to use their imagination more, and in the long term helps them to play better independently. So having less toys can actually help them developmentally, and I know that to be true, but yet I've let like all these toys come into my house. So but it is helping me just know that I'm making the right decision when I'm getting rid of a bunch of stuff. Right, Lil? Right, little Lily? Okay, let's get started on all this craziness. I'm just gonna kind of pull one box at a time since I've been putting toys in these random boxes, go through each one, and then organize whatever I have left. Lightning McQueen I'm gonna keep because he's super into cars right now, as well as Mr. Potato Head. He like takes it apart and puts it all back together, and it actually keeps him busy for a good amount of time. So this one's gonna go in a little bin. Yikes. Stuffed animals going. This probably went to some toy, but I don't know where that toy is, so go away. This box, I have some books that I'm gonna put in my book pile so I can go through them when I have all of the books together. Let's take this random bin of toys, clothes. So we have 2 Mr. Potato Heads. I think I am gonna keep both just because we have 2 kids, so it makes sense to keep 2 so they can play with them together.
Truck's filling up.
Okay, so these are going to be hard to get rid of. We have so many dinosaurs. I already put like at least 10 in our giveaway bin. I know, but you want to keep these. Let's go pick out some of them, okay? We don't need to keep all of these because these are a lot. Yes, let's pick out some of them, and the rest we're gonna give to friends because other people want dinosaurs too. Huh? Other people want some dinosaurs, so we gotta share them. Okay, let's see whatever fits in this bin. Oh, it has a whatever fits in this bin, we're gonna keep.
Wait,
so put which dinosaurs do you want?
There.
That brown one? Okay, put it here.
Mom.
Yes, we're gonna keep these in Jaden's room. Put it here if you want it. Thank you. Which other ones do you want?
Yeah.
The big next. Okay. And which other ones? Any other ones?
Yeah.
Okay. That's 1, 2, 3. Can you put 2 more?
No.
Okay, you understood. No. Okay. No. Okay, let's do 4, 5. 2 more. Pick 2 more. Which 2? 4. 1 more. 5. Yay! Say bye-bye to the other dinos. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Brown bear, what do you see?
Yeah.
I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, blue horse.
Okay, so these are all of the books that we have. Literally so many books. Do love books. I'm a huge fan of books. I think that they're great. They're educational. They entertain kids. You can read with them. You can have them read on their own. But this is just way too many books to have out. I had them in a bin in his room, but he would just like dump the whole thing every time he wanted to get a book, and it just becomes this giant mess. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to keep most of the books in this bin that's gonna go up in his closet, and then I'll leave like 5 books out, and I'll just rotate the books probably every week or bi-weekly, just depending on how I do my toy rotation. I'm gonna put like 5 or 6 books here in this cubby, and then I'll put a few on the shelf on the wall, and then the rest will go up, the ones that I'm gonna keep, and then I'll donate if there's any that I feel like we don't need to keep. So this guy is going up in the closet, and I will rotate them out. His trash truck, I think I'm gonna leave this one out for his first toy rotation. So I'm gonna put it in one of these cubbies for now. So far we have a book bin that's going up in the closet and a car bin that's going up in the closet, these two bins. So a bunch of little random stuff that is probably going to end up in the donate pile because these little things are just end up scattered and not actually played with. Okay guys, so we're back. We started decluttering all of our toys yesterday and now it is the next evening. I took a break because I wasn't able to finish everything in one day, and then today with just the kids, it's been a long day. So I know I'm not my most glamorous self right now, but this is the reality of cleaning and decluttering. It's just like doing it when you can, the best that you can. So what I did was I took all of the rest of the toys that we still have to go through out, and now we have this massive pile of toys that still need to be decluttered. It's honestly crazy seeing it like this just because I feel like you do not even realize how many toys you have until you take it out and look at it like this. It's just so much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go through. We came up with a system of how we are going to organize the toys, which took us a little bit to figure out, but I really think that this is gonna work for us. I'm going to put the toys, kind of like group them by the type of toy. So for example, like big chunky tractor, trucks, trains, big cars that he can play with, I'm gonna put all in one bin. And then when I do the toy rotation, I'll just pick one of those big chunky cars and put it in his cubicle in his room, and then I'll switch that out when we do the toy rotation. Then, like for example, I'll put all the blocks together, all of the coloring books together, and then like when we do the rotation, I'll just switch those out. All the books together, I'll switch out the books when it's time for the toy rotation. So grouping them by like the type of toy into bigger bins that are gonna go up in the closets, and then we'll just take out a few toys at a time for the toy rotation. But we obviously have way too many toys even for that right now. So I need to go through and donate a bunch of toys first and then organize them so we can have a simple, easier, quicker way to do a toy rotation, because there's no way to do a rotation with all these toys. Well, I guess there is a way, but I'm not going to do that because that is just too much. We don't need all these toys. If we do the toy rotation correctly, I think it would take like a year to play with all these toys. Starting with is with these stuffed animals, just because it feels like the easiest place to start, because I obviously don't need 20 stuffed animals. So I'm gonna pick out the top 3 or 4 that I think that the kids play with and hold sentimental value, and then the rest are giveaway. Okay, so Jaden, my toddler, loves Batman right now, so I'll keep Batman. Obviously, you have to pick a Mickey. Elmo, because he does love Elmo. And then that's it. Giveaway. The next thing I'm going through is baby toys. So these are all the baby toys that I have kept since Jaden was a baby that I need to figure out if we're gonna use for our second baby or not. So baby toys, I think I'm gonna keep in this cute little bin so I can actually put it in the baby's room. But let's see how many we keep and what it looks like. These are super fun. I got them on Amazon and they're really good sensory play and also for learning colors. I'm gonna put these and keep them. the baby items I'm gonna keep, and then these are the ones that I decided to give away. Okay, so a whole lot of decluttering later. This is what we have come up with. So these two bins we're actually going to store in the garage, and these are our toy rotation bins. So when we rotate toys, we'll pull these out and switch out the toys that are in here to his little cubbies that are in our toddler's room. And then we have a thing here of all of our animals. He loves playing with these, but this is going to be something that like we put in the closet and we take down, he plays with, and then we put back. So it's kind of like a designated activity for him to play with. And this bin here, we have all of his big cars and trucks and things that will also rotate out. His magnetic tiles that will be part of the rotation. These are all of the random bins that were floating around our house with toys in it. I am just gonna take out this one bin here, this wicker bin, because I love this bin. I think it's so cute. So I'm gonna leave this one in our living room, and this is gonna be like our pickup bin at the end of the day. And then lastly, he is sleeping right now, so I wasn't able to put these bins in his IKEA shelf that we use for the rotation, but these are the toys that are going to be in the rotation. So here is some of the toys we're giving away. We moved a bunch of them to the garage, as well as all these stuffed animals that are going, and that is the gist of it. It was a lot of work. All right, y'all, so this is the final product of the toys that are out in his bedroom, which used to be a ton of toys in here and also all over the side, on each side of the crib. But we have our books in this rotation, our stacker. He actually still really likes this. I was surprised. I actually took it out for my 7-month-old to play with, but he has been playing with it more. His Cars toys, 2 dinos rather than like 25 dinos that were all over the place, a stuffed animal, and here he has his construction stuff, a train, and over here he has a few animals that he can play with. So this is it. This is what he has to play with. He also has a few books over here on this shelf, and then I will show you what is outside of this bedroom. So I showed you guys yesterday, but out here is a bin that I'm going to use at the end of the day to clean up any toys that are on the floor. We have more books out here for when we are reading at this table. We have our food cutting board in here, and then some stuff to draw and color on throughout the day, as well as our big Feelings Paw Patrol punching bag. So that is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some inspiration, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.